Hey guys, I'm back and I know it's been way too long since I've uploaded and I'm very sorry about that. But today, this is the look I'm going to be bringing you guys today. It's really mermaidy vibes kind of. I've been really into blues because of the summer transitioning and all of this because a lot of companies of clothing actually have been coming out with blues, and actually I went back into Tommy, like this huge thing. I used to love Tommy girl, but now I'm back and I don't know, I've been really into this blue. Anyway, I don't want to get off topic because this video is really long, and you guys are going to get a close-up of how I do my eyeliner again, but this time it's going to be a lot like closer. So comment down below what you want to see from me next, what kind of looks you want to see. On my Instagram, a lot of you guys have seen pictures of looks that I've done. Comment on them that if you want to see a tutorial on them or anything of that sort. The last time I believe I uploaded, it was on Thanksgiving or around that time, so it has been a couple months. And I end this tutorial as a voiceover, so here I'm going to tell you guys, and you're probably going to hear it again as a voiceover, but I love you guys so much, and los amo. Mwah. And yeah, let's get on with the video. Mwah. Hey guys, okay, so if you see me looking down, it's because I was also watching Supergirl while filming this. But okay, I'm back, and before I do anything, I always like to start out with my Moisture Rescue Gel. It's a gel cream by Garnier, and I just applied that with a clean foundation brush. I love this stuff, and it keeps my face moisturized after everything. So if you guys see me looking right or left, it's because also, like, my mirror is right there, as you can see, or behind the camera. My mirror was also behind the camera. So to prime my eyes, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer and let that dry. And while I let that dry, I like to do my eyebrows, and I completely love this stuff. You guys know that. So yeah, this stuff, you have to really let it dry. You can set it right away, but I like to let it dry, and it does go into like a powdery kind of feel. So now to do my brows while that dries. You guys have seen me do my brows before. You know that I love to use the Maybelline gel liner and espresso, and I just use a little bit now. Like before, I used to go ham into that thing, but now I just use a little bit. So I just use that to really like get into anywhere that really needs fixing, and then I set that with my Kat Von D eye contour palette. It's the Shade +Light eye contour palette, and I love to use a couple of those browns that are in there to set that and to also fill in very lightly. Also, new technique, I know it's not new, but I've been loving, because I didn't used to do this, carving out my brows with concealer. And I've been loving, like, honestly, it has made my brow game so much better, and I have loved it, and I love this spoolie because it's so, like, different, and I just love it. The concealer that I use is my everyday concealer. By the way, this Huda Beauty palette is also going to be a palette that we're going to be using later on. Also, we're going to be using the Shade +Light eye contour palette. These two palettes are going to be the ones that we're going to be using for today's tutorial. But like I was saying, the concealer that I use is usually the concealer that I use under my eyes. And I love, like, just doing this technique because it has really changed my brow game. Like, honestly, I have fallen in love with this, and I just take this really compact kind of brush. I don't know what this brush, I don't know if it's the concealer, the technique that I use, I don't know, but it just makes everything so much easier. And I set all of this with that banana shade that you guys see me use to highlight my brows from the Shade +Light eye contour palette by Kat Von D. That shade really, you guys know that I love it because it just really mixes in with my skin tone and doesn't make my highlight on my brow bone look harsh or white. It just really highlights my brow bone really well. And I also like to use this powder kind of to like blend out any harsh lines that the concealer made. But after this, we are moving on to eyes because you guys know I do my eyes first before I do my face makeup, just in case of any fallout or anything of that sort. So for eyes, we're going to be using my holy grail, the Huda Beauty Textured Eyeshadow Rose Gold Edition palette. It was a tongue twister. I'm going to be using these two shadows, Henna and Saddlewood, or Sandalwood. Sorry, I've been saying that wrong. I keep saying Saddlewood, but it's Sandalwood. I'm so sorry, guys. But I go in with a fluffy brush and like lightly brush through my crease, and then take a more compact e.l.f. crease brush. Not that one. You're gonna see it in a sec. It's a white e.l.f. crease brush. And I use it to really like pack on that one right there. I really use it to pack on the shade and like the eyeshadow, and then just blend it out with that big fluffy brush. I love this technique because it really gives you what you want with no harsh lines. You can totally do less than this and leave it like this. I like to go a little more just so you can really see my crease, because we're going to be using really intense lid shade today, if you guys saw in the intro. I have been loving these two shades. I could just wear this and with mascara and liner, and I have done that, and it's just beautiful. But we are going to be using the Stila Magnificent Metals. These are the duochrome. These are limited edition. I'm using Into the Blue and Sea Siren. Also, I'm going to be using a third one that comes in this duochrome kind of thing, but I'm going to show you guys that one last. And I just like, right before going in with those shades, I like blending in with a tiny like fluffy brush inside the inner corner, because I don't love it being really packed in there, but I really do love a light wash in the inner corner. So this, I like to start small and then just with a brush just go in and, you know, blend it all out. But then I start building up. This is a synthetic brush, like a synthetic hair brush, and it's a eyeshadow brush obviously, and then I just go in more and more intense as I go. These are really well like to work with. They're very easy, but you have to be aware to work with them while they are wet, not when they're dry, because when they're dry it just makes a big fallout mess. And then I use Sea Siren and put that in the center just to make everything pop, because like that, as you see, it just makes everything pop. So now for liner, my favorite part. Okay, so I'm going to be using my holy grail, you guys know. It's a Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. And guys, let me tell you, I make mistakes. Like, honestly, everyone makes mistakes, even with liner. I don't think I'm going to get into a lifetime where my eyeliner is even and like I get it at the first try. But I'm going to show you my technique to fix those edges, as you see are pretty ratchet, and like you have to fix them, at least for me. And I do like going a little thick and long, but you can like do whatever wing you want. And I like taking this angled kind of brush, that's flat top brush, and any like face serum that you have will work. I'll put the serum that I use down below to like fix this. I love this technique. It is the best, and it's not makeup remover, which makes everything so much easier. These lashes, oh my god, I know you guys are gonna give me heat for them being so like bad. But anyways, let's just get into it. So mascara, you guys know I love my holy grails. I'm using actually two today. I'm using the Pump Up and the Rocket. And then my lash glue is just a random lash glue that I have. These lashes, by the way, are from ARDELL, the Faux Mink line. They're in style 811. I love these because they're more like, I don't know, flirty at the end, and in the inner corner they're just beautiful. And I'm just brushing them out to mix them together, and because I got glue on the lashes. Okay, so we're going to be moving on to face next. So for primer, it's going to look a little weird because you're going to see me without shadow, because I filmed this before I did my eyes because I was dumb. So I'm using the Baby Skin, and I'm also using by Maybelline, and I'm also using a new one. It's a hard candy one. It's called the Sheer Envy Pore Defense Primer Serum. By the way, this is not the serum that I used to clean up my eyeliner. And after that, I like to use this color corrector. It's a little too light. It's by Wet n Wild, but it gets the job done. And I don't like using the little cushion that it comes, like the little thingy-majigger that it comes with. I like using my own beauty blender. But look at that. Right away, you can tell the difference. Like, honestly, it's probably a little too light for my skin tone, but it does the job and it brightens my eyes. And I also like taking, I can speak English. I also like taking it on the corners of my nose because I have a little darkness there, and that just balances everything out. And then for foundation, or my base today, I'm going to be using two new products. Not new, but in my channel you've never seen the Pure BB Cream used. You've seen me use the Fit Me. I'm using Medium Deep Sheer Tint and 330 Toffee Caramel. You know the Fit Me is my holy grail, and I love it. But I've been loving mixing these two because I really don't feel it. Then I just brush it on because I mixed it, since they are like two different foundations. I just mixed it onto a little palette that I have, and then use my Tarte foundation brush to blend everything out, and then with a damp beauty sponge, because it's not a beauty blender, my beauty sponge. I love this beauty sponge because it's my favorite color. Not just that, but any streakiness that looks like the foundation brush left, I can just go over it and fix it. I like going layer by layer. Like, I like starting small and then add another layer if I feel like I need more coverage. I also take this under my eyes before concealer because I don't like using a lot of concealer sometimes. And I take it down my neck like always just so I match my neck. And there you see me covering up that color corrector, and then I'm going to go back in with a concealer, the the Maybelline Super Stay 24 Hour. I'm just using a little bit, just dotting it and blending it out. I mean, I just need a little extra coverage because the BB cream is not going to do a lot for under my eyes, so I just like a little more coverage and a little more brightness under the eye. And to set all of this, I like using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. But before I go in with my setting powder, I love to get rid of any creases with my finger and warm up just to, like, I don't know. I don't know why I like going back and forth between my finger and like get rid of creases. But I don't bake my face anymore. I don't know why I just got out of that. But I like to press in the powder. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know I love doing this technique. And I love taking it onto my T-zone, my smile lines, and my chin. Because these are the places where I get more oily or crease. And I just brush everything away. Anything that's excess, I just brush it away with this little dome brush that you guys have seen me love all the time. And just take that big fluffy brush and brush it all over my neck. And press it in as well because you don't want to look powdery. So for bronzer, I'm going to be using this big fluffy fan brush. And also my bronzer, you guys know, it's my Bare Minerals Face Color in Warmth. And I'm just going to be bronzing my whole face. And any harsh edges, I'm going to be blending out with this fluffy blush brush that you guys see me use before. I don't know why I love this technique. I got it from Nikki Tutorials and I just really love it. And I just take it onto my jawline, non-existing jawline in my forehead. Also brush some onto my nose because I don't like my nose being lighter than any part of my face. And I just press it in with my beauty. Okay, so now for my under eye lash line kind of thing, I'm taking henna and sandalwood and brushing that with a fluffy brush. And then angled brush, I'm taking cocoa and henna and focusing that more near your lashes, your roots of your lashes, and mascara. And then for blush, I'm taking this peachy color. I still don't have a name or brand, but I love this. It gives me a nice healthy glow. And now for the glow, you guys, I'm using my ABH Glow Kit and taking Amber Gold and Hot Sand, mixing those together with a fluffier highlighting brush, and then taking a smaller, more precise highlighting brush and taking that shade right there, which is called Sunray, and focusing that more on the center. And I'm also highlighting my Cupid's bow and nose because I love it. And now for my brow bone highlight, I'm taking White Sand because I love this color to highlight my brow bone. It just makes it pop and looks beautiful. Also a little bit more on my Cupid's bow. And now this is the other one that I was talking about, my other Stila Magnificent Metals with a more precise brush. This one's called Sunset Cove, and I love this for the inner corner highlight. Sometimes I just do liner and this on the inner corners, and I love it. It just makes everything really pop and it looks beautiful. Now for lips, come on in closer. We're going to moisturize first with chapstick. Duh. And for lip color today, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss. I love this because it makes your lips look matte, but it doesn't feel dry. And then I just blot this, and then on top using a colored lip gloss just to blend in a little different kind of color. And then I also blot that because I'm a freak show, and then blend it in with my finger. And then taking a clear gloss, which last time I told you guys I got it at Bed Bath & Beyond. I didn't. It was Bath & Body Works. It's a mint sheer tint. I love this stuff. And we are almost done, you guys. I'm going to set my brows because I don't know why. They sometimes get powdery after all of that. But I'm using the Brow Drama by Maybelline in Deep Brown. I love this stuff. Now we're on setting spray. I'm using the e.l.f. setting spray. I love this stuff. Both the setting sprays they have are bomb. So this hairstyle I love. If you guys want to see a tutorial on this, let me know. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Links to everything will be down below. And yeah, guys, I love you guys so much. Let me know what you guys liked about this. So I don't know, I'm obsessed with everything in this. Like, look at that glow, look at that highlight, girl. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna stop obsessing over myself, and I love you guys so much. Besos. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like this video. I love you. And yes, I do have a piercing. I'll talk more about that later, but I love you guys. Yeah, bye. So yeah, bye. Mwah.